Hi, everybody. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do the Leo mid-February live. Anyway, I'm just got my smudge bowl out here. I'm going to smudge first while we're waiting for some people to come on board, if anyone comes on board. So, going to smudge. I like to smudge my hair. Your hair carries your memories. My mind, my eyes to see the truth, my ears to hear the truth, my mouth to speak the truth, and my heart to know the truth. I'm just going to smudge my cards. Welcome to you newcomers there. I see you. Oh, gone. Gone. All right, just smudging all the cards and everything. And I'll put that up there. So, what are the messages for Leo from now till the end of February? You know, I don't like to limit it to the end of February. Oh, sorry, that's a 6. See, that's how blind I am. I thought everyone was gone. I thought it was a 0. So from now till the end of February and beyond. But for the next 2 or 3 weeks anyway, okay? So, Leo, my darlings, how's everyone out there doing? I hope you're doing really well. I finally figured out how to do this on my laptop. So, it's probably a lot better. And can I see? There we go. Now I can see. Ha. All right. Still figuring this stuff out. Sorry, I got crazy hair. I didn't do my normal straightening. This is what I really look like. I didn't do anything. So I kind of got the lion mane here. Anyway. So Leo. Everyone's going through a lot of changes right now. We're moving into March. March is the 3rd month, a 3, right? This year is a 3. And so I have a feeling March is when it's all going to start rolling out. A 3s are movement. When we take the plan, the idea, the decision, and we start rolling forward with it. So, because, you know, I think January and February, I expected to see a lot more change than what did happen in January and February. But I think that we were still unloading, getting rid of last year's stuff. It just didn't disappear January 1st. You know, it still lingers. So we were still unloading some stuff there. Okay. So I think March, as soon as March starts, we're going to see. And don't forget, March is when we see the spring equinox. And that's the rebirth again, right? Life. The living coming back to life, I guess, sort of thing. Hi. Hi there. Woo! Did you see that? I better put my glasses on or else I'm darn blind. Hello, Barb. Sag crashing the party. You're welcome. Come on in. You too, JC. So look at that, the jumper. The Ace of Pentacles. A jumper is a time card. You know, it's so it's 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. Could even be 1 year. But this is just a very short reading. So I'm doing Leo right now. And Taurus I already did, hun. I just did it. Go look it up. It was a Taurus live. So this Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. It's a new, you know, if you can see the card, I'll hold it up. Don't have the right lighting. Here we go. That's better. If you see the card, the bear is there guarding this honey hole. And the honey hole is your new investment, okay? This bear is very invested in this honey hole. It's where all the salmon are. It's where his nourishment is, where his life is, you know, his survival. So he's guarding that. And so this is an investment worth guarding, is what it's saying. This is an opportunity. So this is 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. All right. I'm going to throw that back in there and give them another shuffle. All right. Hey, we have exactly 11 people now. I just wanted to point that out. Which equaled 2, and I got 2 thumbs up. Uncanny. Uncanny. All right. These babies, I can feel they're ready. They're ready. All of a sudden, you know, every time I sit down to do the reading, I start sweating. I start like overheating, just boiling to death. Aw, thank you so much, darling. I really needed to hear that today. I was having an ugly day. I was feeling so ugly today. So thank you so much. That's very, very nice. I'm going to cut these cards. Women have ugly days sometimes. We're like, we do not feel beautiful at all. I don't feel beautiful at all. I'm going to move that light over there just a little bit more. We're still standing at 11. That's okay. I just like the idea of doing, thank you, darling. I love the idea of doing these lives because I just love that I can see you. I can talk to you. I can communicate with you, which is more connected to me. You know, I can feel your energy stronger when I'm doing the cards, you know. For me, it's more connected. I really like it. I really like it's interactive too. So I'm going to turn these cards over. We got to go around the light. Whoops. Whoops. And then I will tell you what's going on. Okay, this light is really not conducive to what I'm doing here. I think I'm not going to like it. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Well, you know, I am not surprised at all, Leo, because you got that Ace of Pentacles, that jumper that jumped out. And that's that investment worth protecting, right? And then I'll tell you in a second. Oh, I can't wait. I'm like the worst person at Christmas time because I want to give you your present like before. I can't wait till Christmas. I'm like, guess what you got? Just try and guess. So I'm jumping ahead to your present because you got that Ace of Pentacles jumper. And here's the 3 of Pentacles. You know, and I said, we're going into a 3. March is a 3. This year is a 3. You're going to make your mark. You're looking to make your mark. If you look at that guy on that post that he's working on, that he's chiseling away, that's like a landmark. And people that are traveling rely on that to tell them where they are on their path, you know, where they are. Like, okay, it's only a half an hour to town or whatever. When you see that, you are making a mark somewhere here, okay? So, but that's in your present. We got to back up to your past. Here is the Lovers. This is your first card in your past, okay? This is a choice, right? And it's funny, I just said with that Ace of Pentacles, you know, actually not even with the Ace of Pentacles, talking about the 3s, you know, as soon as you make that choice, March is when you're going to actually take action on it. You're going to start actually moving forward. Thank you, Rosaria. That's really nice to say. Thank you very much. So, you know, this is a choice in most cards, but in this one, you know, this is about passion. too. These two are very passionate. They're totally entangled. You know, it's being entangled in something here. And the deer is watching on, and it's a female deer. So this could be a 3-party situation, doesn't have to be. And just because if it were a 3-party, it doesn't always mean another man or a woman. It could involve a child, an offspring, you know, and or it could affect them or something, you know. So there's something to consider here, because this is not the perfect situation, it looks like to me. It's not the ideal situation. Maybe you have to find a place to be together. You're not living together, so you have to find these moments to be together. Maybe you're a couple, maybe there's nothing naughty. It's I don't know, but you'll know what I mean by this. This is like stealing moments, okay? To be together. It's not convenient, it doesn't seem like to me, okay? The next card in your past, and the past is now or before now. You know, it's today. It might even seep in a couple of days still, but it's now or before now, the past. So this lovers, this not ideal situation, it has already happened or is happening now. And then you have the sun. And it's funny, I just mentioned an offspring, a child. This could directly affect a child or children or youngsters, other family members. This is also about children are called the gift. You know, they're the gift of the future. And this really represents where you're going. This child is in motion, growing, moving, expanding. The sun is very much about expanding yourself. You know, you're going to move on. You're going to grow, you know. Hi, Trina. And you want to see where you can take this. And I think that's you know, that Ace of Pentacles could be like this investment, investing in this together, you know, bringing the kid in, maybe moving in together, perhaps. I don't know. But this is seeing where you can take something, how you can make it grow and expand and make a success of it too. So you're trying to make a success of yourself. You're trying to make something grow. I got to tell you, there might be a baby on the way. When I see that child and when I see this, there could be a baby on the way. Maybe you're not having it. Maybe your son or daughter, or it's a grandkid or something. It's something, it's expansion. I get to tell you that, okay? Now, the last card in your past is the 10 of Wands. So this is about unloading your burdens. You're at the end of your journey. You've been carrying all these burdens. Each wand represents a separate burden that you've been carrying for a long time, Leo. And so it's time to unload them. I think you could be changing jobs. You could be moving jobs. Maybe you consider the job you're doing now a burden and you would like to expand. You'd like to do something else. You know, maybe that's where, maybe there's a baby on the way, or a child, or a growth, a new, like, you know, the gift of the future. You could have something else to contribute, to expand in another way, because this isn't doing it for you. Or news of a child is like, holy cow, another burden. Awesome. That's how guys think about it. But you're unloading your burdens, you know, and you're ready. You're at the end of this journey, this hard struggle, this hard journey. Okay. So in your present, like I said, and your present is now, or in these next 2 weeks of February, okay? Or it could even be, you know, back a couple of days. Like time flows a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. Anyway, this guy is making his mark. Like I said, you're going to make your mark. You're going to take that Ace of Pentacles and you're going to see how you can make it expand, how you can make it ripple for you, you know, what effect you can make with it. This could be actually a form of art. It could be an investment. And investment doesn't just mean money either. It means your time, your energy, your skill, your knowledge, your experience. You're investing yourself into something. And I think, you know, people are watching you. People are keeping an eye on you. It's like, oh, what's he doing now? Look, oh, I wonder what this is going to turn out to be. And also, the cat is here, and the cat is about your awareness. You have a broader awareness now, and you know what you're going to do. You know, I think your eyes have been opened up a little bit here. You know, it seems to me, because that is illumination as well. There's something eye-opening that's happening for you. Okay, it's going to change things. So your next card is the Two of Cups. This is the couple coming together. This could be becoming a couple officially. This could be meeting that person. This could be moving in together, taking it to the next step, you know, because it is right under the baby. I'm sorry. I know this may not be resonating for everyone, because there could be a 60-year-old saying, I am not having a baby, Lynn. Hi from San Antonio. Hi, Melinda. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you very much. And you're welcome. Thank you. So, you know, it is right under the child. So there could be a reason now to, you know, come out from the secret place, or the, you know, your parents over your parents' garage, or I don't know where you're getting together, but now you're out in public. This is, you know, you are telling people you're a couple now, you're together now. There's no more inconvenience. And you see how the wind is in their sails kind of thing, eh? The wind's in their sails. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I think you're very happy about this. And, you know, like, I think you're ready for this responsibility. You're ready for this new path, this new direction. Hi, Lubu. 777. That reminds me of the casino. 777. That's where I'm going for dinner tonight. Hello, lover. How are you? Thank you very much. So the next card in your present is the Four of Wands. For me, this is about, like, I think you're moving in together. Look at, you're moving in together. And I think you're a lot more serious now about where you're going, what you're doing. You're more serious. It's not so, you have a reason to go to work. A reason to go to work. Whatever that baby represents for you, you know. And this is like moving in together, shacking up. You know, that's really how I see it, shacking up here. The other thing is, too, the other quite possibility is that you're going to start participating in ceremony. And ceremony is you know, that's a more spiritual side. You're going to come out of the house and you're going to gather with others, because this is like gathering together, and it's creating a space for gathering too. To, you know, sometimes healers have this at their home. And when they host a workshop or something, everybody gathers around the fire. And that's where you do a lot of ceremony. You know, fire is very big in ceremonial things and smoke and whatnot. But the other translation is that you're coming together. You're starting to build your own structure, your own foundation together. Okay? The fours are like foundation. You know, the four legs on the table, it's stability, right? You're working on your stability together, you two, okay? If there's two. I know that doesn't apply to everybody. So in your future, which is after February, so into March, because this is a February reading, right? And so for anyone who's thinking, you know, oh, geez, I don't think we're going to be moving in together. No. Wait till the end of the month and then see if any of these things happen. Thank you so much. Is he coming back to you? You're a Leo, Marcia? I will pull a card for you. Is he coming back to you? Well, see, in the past, there was burdens, some sort of burdens. It was too burdensome because of the perception that you saw the relationship in, or you saw the pressure, whatever was going on. But now it's seeing it in a different light. I'm still going to pull a card for you. You know what I want to pull for you is one of these playing cards. Marcia. Is Marcia's man going to come back? I wish I could see your face. That would be the bomb. Marcia. I can see, I feel like you have dark hair. Almost black. Look at that. This is a love from the past coming back. And this is the card. This is taking steps in love. This is aligning with each other. Aligning with each other, hon. Okay? So, I think that it took a change of perception, though. Maybe needed some time to, because something that is a burden today is a relief tomorrow. You know, when your husband, let's say, you know, oh, he can drive you nuts, and then he goes away for 2 weeks and you miss him like crazy. I wish he was here to drive me nuts right now. So, I'll put those back down. Getting all mixed up. But thank you very much, Marsha. And it's so cool that you got the card for love coming back, and it's taking steps forward together. So the first card in your future, Leo, is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles it's kind of like what that Sun card is about, Rosaria. That's an awakening. Look at, you know, the light going on around this kid's head. And how you're going to what's that word I was saying before? Expand. Now, this Six of Pentacles, this has a couple of meanings too. You do? That's what I kind of pictured, like really dark hair. And do you have bangs? Because I see bangs. This Six of Pentacles, see all these people with their hands out? Everybody wants to be paid. The gas man and the telephone company, and you only have so much to go around. And you're also not on solid ground either. Like he's kind of sitting on this tree limb and you don't feel on solid ground yourself, and you're having to dole out all this money and worried about how much you still have left. Okay. So you may have to take from Peter to pay Paul, or manage your money a little better. Manage your money a little better. Thank you, Nat the cat. That's so kind. Thank you very much. Now, I'm very new to this live stuff. Is there something I should be doing when you do that, or is that a donation? I'm not sure if if it means a request or something. So let me know. Okay, I'm just I'm the fool right now. I don't read all the instructions. Oh, thank you very much. I don't read I never read instructions. I just like, okay, where's the buttons to just do it? So this Six of Pentacles is, so you may be asked for your money. Cool. Cool. I got to tell you, not, and don't think you have to do this either, Marcia, but this is just what I saw. Kind of like one of those, it goes straight across and it's short to here, like almost like page boy around here, and straight across bangs, kind of like maybe a Chinese girl. You know how their bangs are like almost with a measuring, you can take a ruler, they're so straight, and then just like the page boy. That's what I saw. That's not necessarily who. Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. Anyway, that's just what I saw, Marcia. But this is maybe stretching your money. You may need to hand out money and not from solid ground. You don't feel solid yet. Okay. But, don't forget, you're just starting out on your new thing. You're just starting out making your mark. Like they say, it takes you a while to build and make a name for yourself too. This is making a name because this is the people watching. They're watching you, talking about you. So you're just starting out. So don't feel too pressured. Don't worry too much, okay? You'll get there. You'll get there. And you know how I know you'll get there? Because here's the King of Pentacles. Here's the guy who is the money manager. This is the man. If that were freaky, if you're getting that haircut, that would be freaky. I got to tell you. I got to share another story with you in a minute. But the King of Pentacles could be someone. It could be your partner, this person that you're moving in with. It could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There was a Taurus on here. See, you're having an influence. And or it could be someone who is mature. They have a mature, they're serious. I think of this person as this guy as serious. I want to put him in the light here so you can see him. So one of the things I want to mention about this guy is he's in bare feet. So he has his feet on solid ground, for one thing. He is very passionate. He's probably very creative too with money. But the other thing too is that he isn't ready to invest until he can see where it's going. He isn't really ready to get up out of his chair. He's got one foot out, like he's considering, but he is not going to get up out of his chair until he knows where his money's going, or she, could be male or female. So it doesn't have to be a earth sign. It could just be someone more serious now. Didn't I say it's perspective? Before you saw these things as burdens and worries and stuff, but I think now you or your partner have a whole new perception. And also not necessarily what do they call impulsive buyer? You have more control now, obviously, because you realize all of a sudden people can have their hand out. All of a sudden, you got more payments or different payments or more bills. So you got to become more serious now. Listen, I can't play around with this stuff. I don't want to lose anything I got, so I've got to maybe budget and not just spend or buy impulsively. Back in my day, when I was a kid or when I was young, we had to save our money before we could have something. So you didn't go and get it first on credit. Never happened, ever. Even our parents, never. The house was probably the only thing they ever bought on credit. Everything else they saved up for. So if they really liked that dress, they would start saving, putting money away, or whatever the thing was, a new bicycle or something. You put your money away and you saved up for it, and you bought it when you had the money. People now buy things when they don't have the money, and then they get all stressed out later on. They didn't look ahead at what demands might be on them for their money. So they have to think ahead. They don't want to budge until they know where their investment's going to get them, if it's going to get them anywhere. Just because you say it's a good investment, well, that doesn't do it for me. I need more information. I need more, you need to do some more convincing. And the other thing I really want to point out is, I don't know if you can see it right there. There's a boar head. This is the year of the boar, of the pig. This is the year where you're going to get more stability. You're going to feel like your feet are firmly planted. You're going to feel more secure. You're getting there. This is I told you, this is the year. And Leo, you've had a lot of things coming for you. This is, in your last reading, it said something. I know that sun was in it. And actually, usually the sun is Leo. That's because that's usually represented by the lion or something, isn't it? Anyway, I'm not really good on the what sign is what card. I was never taught that way. It's all different now. It's getting all different now. But anyhow, so the next card in your future is death. This is a really good card for you, because the way I see it, this guy is withering away up in this castle or tower or whatever it is, okay? And he's looking beyond, and he wants to be, let me get the right light here. See, there's the Stonehenge, or the sacred place. He wants to be here, right? The sacred place. Sacred. But he's up there withering away in that tower, that castle. This reminds me of my son, who, when he's home, he never leaves his room. He is on that, his computer is on his TV. It's a giant computer. And he's just on the thing all day. And I drive him nuts. It drives me nuts. I'll say, come on, see the outside. Come on outside with me, please. Just come out of your room. But anyway, this is coming out of your room, coming out of it's like walking through that door. You can't get to the Stonehenge if you never leave the tower. So this is like, I'm just withering away here. I need to, if I want to live life, I'm complaining that I'm so bored. Life is so uneventful. But here you are sitting up in the dark tower by yourself. If you want to live life, you got to step out the door. What was it Bilbo Baggins says? You never know what adventures are going to happen when you step out your door. You never know what adventures. So, kids get, is someone advertising? Is that an advertisement or spam or something? I don't like that. Wow! Oh, I lost you. Oops. Sorry, I clicked on it. I meant to click hide. Sorry. I hid that because I don't know what that is. Hi, Jane. So this is a good card. This is you about starting your new life, starting the life you want. I've been saying for months, your picture, your door, what's through your door? There it is. You're looking out the window at it. Geez, it sure is cool over at that Stonehenge. That looks like a great place. I'd really like to go there sometime. And this is you doing it, taking the step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. I know it's easy for me to say that. It's so easy to say. Sometimes there's fear, behind that. Like, what if I fail? What if you're worried about what could go wrong, and not thinking really what could go right. It might be amazing. It might be fantastic. We might be so happy. We might be so happy. Antonia and Maria, they're so happy. That's a joke of mine. It's a dirty joke, so I won't tell it right now. But anyhow, you get the point. I can take questions for sure because I just kind of read all the cards. So if you would like a question, absolutely, I would welcome one. Can you see if my oils are selling at the store? Haven. Would you like an answer with the playing cards or with the tarot cards? My zodiac sign, I'm a Sagittarius. Hi, Carrie. How you doing? Sure. Okay, so let's see. Jane Covalli. Jane Covalli. Did you see that? Flew right out of my hands. It says no, hun. It says no. It says something. This tells me something isn't right. Something isn't right. They're not hanging in the right place. They're not, the eye isn't being drawn to them. Have you gone and checked where they're actually hanging in the place, how they're hanging, what they're with and all that, the placement? Because this says they are not selling right now. Okay. That's what it says. So I have to go back to Nat the cat. I just want one card pulled from the general topic for me, if you have time. Okay, would you like a tarot card or a playing card? Yeah, go and see, Jane, because maybe they're not. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're putting your paintings up in your house and you put it on one wall and you go, no, it's not right there. It's not right. that wall's too small or it's too big or whatever, you know. You need to you need to check that out. There's a reason they didn't place them right or something. That's what I get the feeling of. They're the how they are, you know. It's your eye isn't drawn to them when you walk around or something like that. I think that's the problem. Good. You're welcome. The Celtic. Okay. It's called the Druid Craft, that one in particular. So what I'm going to do, you just want a general card. You know what? I'm going to leave these ones that are laid out here, and I'm going to take the rest of the stacks. I'm going to shuffle them for you. Gonna shuffle them. They're in an easy check store. And you might want to put some sort of incentive up. You know, if you buy one, you get a portrait done for $30 or something. I don't know, like kind of put an incentive. It is Valentine's coming up too. A great time for that kind of gift, the gift of art. So anyway, Nat. I want to say Nate, but it's Nat. Okay, Nat. Whoa. I think that one's for you. The moon. You got the moon. So as you know, as you probably know, Nat, that the moon is confusion. It's kind of the feeling you don't know if you're coming or going, right? You can see there's a path going up, but to where? There's a path coming down. Where you don't know if you're coming or going. It's very emotional too because of the water, and the water is moving. It's not still. There's no reflection, you know. And there's two wolves howling and two of these bushes. Thank you so much, Carrie. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. And I noticed that the crest of the moon falls right in between these two trees. To me, I feel like you're divided in something. You're not sure. You're divided. You're not. I get the feeling you don't know what to believe. You know, you're being pulled this way and being pulled that way. There's what you want to believe and what you know. Sometimes the moon is confusion because we don't want to see it. You know, it kind of sounds like this, but no one's giving me a firm yes or a firm no. You know, it's being kept in limbo. And maybe you feel like you're confused because you're not getting a straight answer here. You know, it's kind of going all around the subject, but not on the subject. That's kind of the way I see it. Does this make any sense for you, Nat? You're welcome. I'm so glad it did. I'm so glad it did. There's always a little part of me that's worried. It's like, no, lady, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, see a couple other people here. Oh, $3. Wow, that is so reasonable. So I had something from Trina. You're welcome, Jane. No problem. Capricorn. Ooh, geez, it's like 7th or something because it got 1,000. And not that 1,000 is low. I certainly appreciate all of those, but it's about middle of the road there. Trina, can you speak up to me because you said something? New love for me soon from Hand Rock. And then also someone else asked. Oh, are you, Jane? Lovely. I'm not surprised to hear you're an artist. I'm not surprised. I'll have to show you guys sometime all the things that I have made. I can reach right above me for one of them right now. I'm a drum maker. I used to teach drum making. Look at this. You know, this is wood. This is rawhide. And I tied and I laced it all myself. And look, it's got the, but it's so you can hold it, right? That's why that's like that. And there's many ways you can tie it. But I dyed this one. And I don't know if I would sell it. I don't know if I would sell it. If I was going to sell it, I'd probably charge $100. But listen to this. I got another one. Just a second. I'm going to grab it. Sorry about that, about leaving you. But this one I painted. Isn't that pretty? Strawberries are pretty much my favorite thing symbolically. I have a strawberry tattoo of pretty much the same thing on my back. But this one I tied a little bit differently at the back. You see? So, yeah. And I used to teach kids, you know, teenagers how to do that. I also made this. This is buffalo. This is from a buffalo. And I sealed it at the bottom. Hear that? It's like a little rattle. And it's from buffalo horn. So, because I worked for a native company. But anyway, let's get back to you. Trina. I know you had a question. So I'm going to start shuffling. You guys start shooting a question. Okay? I could sell them online. I could. I've got 4 left of the ones I've made. I've probably taught, 30 workshops at least. Moms, kids, you name it. Woo! Hey. Okay, so a bunch of cards just, I think that with that, you play music and you clean your aura. Well, I used to use them at ceremony. We drum at ceremony. We would sometimes, it was a lot of ceremony openings and women's gatherings. And I'm not a bad singer, you know, when I want to be. But and there's some real cool, powerful songs, but a bunch of cards fell out, you guys. Okay. Now, I think they're for a bunch of you. Body lotions will be successful. What's your book about? Body lotions. So it's like solutions for the body? Body lotions? That's what it makes me think of. Will I be accepted into the Fire Academy? Okay. So I got a couple of questions here. Will my book sell? Will I be a firefighter? Wow. That's a big 5 women. Oh, cool. That is awesome. You go, girl. You go. That should be a lot of fun. A couple of my girlfriends. Oh, imaginary. Oh. Okay. Okay. So first of all, I just want to answer a couple of questions. I see that, will I be a firefighter? Will my book be successful? And will me and my ex be getting back together? There's Trina. There you are. Okay. I want to pull a card specifically for you, Trina. because these kind of jumped out, and I'm going to treat them as general for everyone. For all of you people that are asking questions, I'm going to treat these as general for everyone asking questions, but I'm going to pull individual cards for individual people. So Trina, will my ex come back? Will my ex come back? Trina, looks like you're on a beach or something there with your red shirt and something. Looks like you got a paddle or something in your hand. Maybe that's a wand. Will Trina's ex be coming back? Is Trina's ex coming? Trina Rinnie. Rinnie? Will Trina Rinnie's ex be coming back? Is he coming back? Is he coming back? There it is. Oh, you got two. Is your ex a water sign, Trina? Because I got a water sign here. And this water sign is facing away, to tell you the truth. He's facing away, okay? He's, because this is a water sign, and it's like testing the waters. He's got 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water, but just like a toe in the water. There's a toe in the water. And a toe means, you know, when you're going to dive into the pool, you put your foot in and let's see how the water is. And sometimes when you do that, you change your mind. It's like, whoo, it's cold. I don't know if I want to go in. I don't know if I want to go in, you know. And so she's not fully immersed yet, but she's trying to test the water. He might be testing you, actually. Might be testing you. The other thing is that there's someone else in your peripheral that is looking at you, that thinks that you are a cup yourself, but you're totally fixated on this person. You are totally fixated on them, who I think they're offering empty promises. Empty promises, fixated on empty promises. Meanwhile, there's someone in your peripheral who has a solid offer to offer. So maybe while they're taking a step back, you should take a step back and think about if they're really worth it. Because if this is all they're offering, you know, how happy are you going to be? 7:30. Wow. It's 6:40 here. So I hope that answers your question, Trina. I got to tell you, honey, if you're getting empty promises, you're worth more than that. And someone thinks so. Look at that. Someone thinks so. Okay? I know the feeling. I'm going through the same thing myself. I always go for people who are emotionally unavailable. And I think that's because of my father. My father was never available, you know, and I'm not dissing men or anything. And so I'm always trying to win that, you know. Hold on, I got to go back because someone was asking me, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long with each person. Someone was asking me, oh, Carrie, you were asking if you're going to get that firefighter job. Okay, that fire. Is Carrie going to get accepted into the firefighter academy? Look at my crazy witch hazel hair tonight, eh? Like, wow. I just need a little wart on my nose. All right. Carrie. Is Carrie going to be accepted into the firefighter academy? I really felt this one was it. You know, the funny thing is, Carrie, is I don't know for sure if this is a yes or no, because you might go and find out it's unfulfilling for you. It's not what you thought it was going to be. Lots of times when we look at a profession, we think, oh, like travel counselor. Oh, that'd be the greatest job, and going on trips all the time. You don't. It's a glorified secretary. I did it and I hated it. And it's not all the perks you think it's going to be. You do 10 million tons of paperwork for one thing, you know. The thing is that the funny thing is look at this waterfall, you know, and this is what firefighters do, right? They provide a flow of water to extinguish something. And that's exactly what it's doing here. You're realizing it's not for you, Carrie. I don't think this is for you. I think you're going to realize it's unfulfilling. It's not what you thought it was going to be, you know. Carrie, you're too much of an artist to do this, you know. And your heart, you know, your heart, you got to have a strong, you got to be pretty strong to see some of the things that firefighters see. They see a lot of grim stuff, a lot of destruction, really, eh? Destruction. Okay, Handrock, your turn. It's your turn, my man. And Carrie, thank you for that donation. I did notice that. I didn't get a chance to say it yet. You're welcome, Drina. You're welcome. So, Handrock, what was your question again? You're welcome, Carrie. My pleasure. My pleasure, my darling. And I'm not on a time limit here. We'll just go until we go. I do have to make it to the casino before 9 for dinner, though. It's the cheapest place to eat in town. You can get a full chicken dinner with mashed potatoes and a whole salad bar, vegetables and everything for $9.99. You can't even get a sub for that. New love soon. Okay. New love soon. Will you tell me your real first name? Because that will, I feel more connected if I know. Is it Harry? Is it John? Like, it's not Handrock. What is your Constantina? Oh, wow. That sounds so commanding. Very commanding name. Sounds very powerful. Sounds very Leo, you know. Okay. New love. Well, you know, if I were to look at this reading, I would say so. I would say you're thinking more seriously. You're looking more. You're looking for a mate, not just booty. Okay, I think you want something serious now. You want an investment. You know, someone you can invest in. That's what I think you want. Because you're so serious now, eh? Leo's very serious. And Leo's serious anyway. They can be a barrel of laughs and a lot of fun and everything, but they're quite serious, you know. The 8 of Wands. You're 33. Wow, you're perfect age. This is the perfect age to, you know, look for someone serious, start a family, start thinking about where you're going to place your, where you're going to make your mark, you know, start investing in your future really more seriously now. You've probably played enough, you know, you played hard. Now it's time to work hard. But anyway, talking to work hard, look at this 8 of Wands. Look at the wand he's shooting out there. This reminds, in other decks, this one's very nice and all, but in other decks, I love it because the 8 of Wands, there's one deck where the archer's just pulling back like that and he lets loose. And you know what? We do aim. We're aiming for something, but you know, you don't know where it's going to land. Everybody's waiting, watching to see where it's going to land. And so you're aiming. I think you actually have your eye on someone now. The other thing too is that I think that you're really focused on where you're going in your career, like how your stability, because you want to be able to offer something. Because I think you're oh, okay, well, girl, guy, whatever. That's fine. But I think that you're picky. I think you're picky. And I think that you want someone classy, like someone who is, you know, I think that you're picky, and I think that you want to make sure that you have something to offer that kind of person, because that kind of person isn't going to settle for rubble. You know, they want someone at equal class at their side too. So you want to be that person that matches that. You might have someone in mind already, someone you may have a little crush on. And so you might send out a message. 8s are about communication as well. Communicating that this is what I'm after. This could be applying. You could be applying yourself. And the thing is, you know, it is a new world and all that. But sometimes we can't just wait for the blunt signal. Put it out there. You know, I think you're smart and you look sharp and you're hot too. I think we'd make an awesome couple. You know, you have that kind of confidence, like we all do, but we don't, you know, just take it. You know, like Troy, you know, your name makes me think of like Achilles or something. Take it. It's yours. That's very Leo. Yeah. Now there was one other person back there asking me a question. Where are you? Ty was one of them. He said something. I hope I didn't lose you, Ty. Hi there, Lioness of Gaia. That's the Irish goddess, isn't it? Gaia is Irish goddess, I think. Ty, there you are. Okay, you had a question. What is it? What is it? What would you like to know? Put your nickel in the machine. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Christine. That's really nice. Really nice. You must be over in Europe. I can see it's in, is that in pounds? Oh, no, it's in dollars. Okay. So, I'm a girl. Is my current guy the one I'll marry? Okay. Sorry about that, Ty. I can't see the pictures, so it's really, I think I can see your shoulder. I don't know. I'm blind. I'm getting old and losing my vision. Starting to. So, Ty, I'm going to take it. Aha! I didn't even know this was the one. This is the Princess of Cups. This is a message of love. This is communication in love. Also, the princesses are youthful energy. They're excited. They're it's new, you know, like when you think of youthful energy, it's experience, a new experience, you know. So this is a message of love that's coming in, and it could be in the fall. Do you see all the fall leaves there in that? And the trees are starting to lose their leaves. So this could be in the fall for you, Ty. This could be in the fall. It's something it's a cherished wish, because look how she's holding this cup, you know. You know what? And you know you might not be native, but native people, my teaching is you take tobacco, and you can just take it out of a cigarette. Not many people have real tobacco. You can sprinkle some in your hand, and you make a wish, and then you put it in the fire. You know, this card back here, this ceremony card, I said that quite often ceremony is around a fire. And so you might want to make an offering, ask the creator, God, Allah, whoever it is for you, the Buddha, ask them for that if that's your wish. You know, tobacco is sacred medicine. It's a gift from the creator. Tell you the truth, real tobacco, not factory tobacco. The real tobacco, it's the thing you use when you're asking for something. It's to ask. Sage is to cleanse yourself. Tobacco is to ask. It's to use in your prayers. That's my teaching, not everyone's. Okay. Thank you so much, Ty. That is really sweet of you. It looks, I just got to look up here because I don't want to miss thanking. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Christine. So Tennessee. I have, you know what? Tennessee is one of the most beautiful places I have driven through. The rolling hills and all the ranches, and there's all these fences, these white fences that go on forever. They just go on forever. And then there's a black fence, and then there's a white fence. And it's just all these nice rolling hills. And it's so pretty. I just loved it. I took a lot of the back roads. I did a big road trip across America. And I took all the back roads, and I'd stop at secondhand stores and you know, little places and talk to people. And yeah, Tennessee was one of my favorite places. So, oh, I didn't see your other question. Sorry. No, I didn't. Oops. Where'd that go? Where did that go? I love that you went live finally. I know I finally did it. Oh, will you be with Christina? Okay. I will answer that question, my darling. Studio Ka. Yeah, you know, I'm a real back road. Maybe from the res or from Amish. Yeah, tobacco. That's right. That's right. I wonder if I can't show you everything. I got an actual braid of tobacco. So it's the tobacco leaf all braided. It's so sacred to me. I only bring it out once in a while. I use the sage, you know, but it's probably a good time to use the tobacco and do it. But you're absolutely right, Joe. I got to tell you, Joe, I went and looked on your site, and I was really impressed with your music selection. You know, was it you that has the Lily Marlene on yours? I was like, Lily Marlene, that's what my friend's mother used to call me. Oh, okay. Then it was someone else who tagged me. If the redhead cowboy that showed up, someone I should put focus, effort, and hope in. Is he in alignment with my path? Okay. Is he sincere? Is kind of a question, too. Okay, I'm just going to answer Carrie's real quickly, Lioness. Can I call you Gaia for short? Or LOG, right? LOG. I am the best bathroom experience ever. Do you know that I'm a Gallagher? You know, like the Shameless show. That's my last name. So my friends all call me Shameless half the time. Okay, so Carrie, you're going to be with Christine. Is Carrie going to be with Christine? Carrie going to be with Christine. Is Carrie going to be with Christine? Ooh. Page of Pentacles. Someone is considering this investment. Sometimes the page is a princess, which is Page. The princess is a message, and it's a message about expansion. My lighting's not very good as usual, but on these rocks here, there's 2 spirals, right? There's 2 spirals, and that's expansion as a couple. Investing. She's thinking about investing. So this is a money coming in about investing in expansion. And in expansion, there's 2 spirals, not just one. It's not one person expanding, it's 2. So, you know, this is what this is about. It's about growing. So there's this girl is seriously considering it. I'm wondering if she's younger than you too. So, you know, I love that all these people are in bare feet. I just love that. Firmly planted. Look how flat her feet are on the ground. She's firmly planted. She's giving this consideration. So don't try and push it because, you know, I don't know if she's an earth sign or not, but if she's earth signs are very slow movers. You know, they very consider. Look at her considering. They take a lot of consideration. So don't push it, Carrie. Okay? I know you. You're a very anxious person and you want the future now. Oh, a Libra. Well, all in all, you know, weighing. Libras weigh it back and forth. It's still consideration, right? Consideration. Her feet are firmly planted. She's not ready to budge yet, okay? Sure, absolutely. I have one from Gaia first. She had a question. Oh, great. Thanks. It's always different, you know. Like every time I look at a card, I see something different. It depends on the situation. And, you know, I really learned to trust my feelings. For a long time, I didn't tell people everything I thought because I worried it would upset them. And I worried they wouldn't come back to me, you know. I worried. I just didn't trust myself. And now I trust myself a lot more. And so you need to repeat your question to me. Sorry, Gaia. That's the thing with old age. I forget everything too. As long as you're patient with me. But I'll answer yours next, Ocean. While you're getting back to me, Gaia, I want to go to these cards that I flipped over here, back here. And I'm going to tell you as a combination what they all are. There's the Knight or the Prince of Swords. This guy's ready to make a point. He's got something to say, and he's not going to mince words. He's going to drive it home, if you know what I mean. He's driving the point home. He wants you to know exactly what he means by it, okay? This could be, you know, it's funny, you were dealing with the Libra, and this is an air sign. You know, the sword is an air sign, ready to drive a point home, and not mincing words. They mean what they say, and they say what they mean, okay? And then there was Temperance, which was, it's called Feral Light. And this one, light. I don't know how to, I don't know. It's an Irish sort of pronunciation, and I can't do those L's or R's. So, where'd you go, Gaia? Tell me your question. Oh, he's a Libra. Okay, there you are. Oh, the cowboy. Okay, let's do that right now. The cowboy. Oh, it's hard to resist a cowboy. It's hard to resist a cowboy. Okay, is he healthy? Genuine? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Let's see what they got to say. This one goes back here, and this one goes back here with that pile. These are my randoms. You got to keep it under control here. Wow. You got Justice, and then the Princess of Swords. Okay, good night, Hand Rock, Constantine. No. Good night. Thanks for coming. Thanks for chiming in. I got to check the time. Okay, I'm good. I've been on here for just over an hour. But anyway, so Justice. This is fair decision in your... this is weighing, weighing the... it's a card of consideration. You're weighing the pros and cons kind of thing, it's you want honesty, truth, fairness, everything that justice represents. That's what you really want, is truth. You don't want anyone with a game. You don't have time for games. I really get that impression from you. I don't have time for games. Also, she's got that crown on, right? There's something very regal about this card too. Sometimes it represents some sort of court matter. This guy could be in court. The other thing too is that you got the Princess of Swords. Now, a couple of things about this princess. First of all, she's totally wrapped up in her emotions, okay? The other thing is that she's holding the sword by the blade, not by the handle. She's got a hold of it by the blade. And so she has to deliver a truth that hurts. It cuts. It cuts. Quite often, I know there's an energy there and stuff, but when anyone I have ever been with, have had a real quality relationship with, they were not drop dead gorgeous. It wasn't someone I would have picked out of a lineup of gorgeous men or men in general. It was, they made me laugh. They made me smile. They impressed me with their knowledge of things. It was other things. It wasn't really how they looked. I know this guy kind of makes your hair stand up or keeps you dreaming, but I think you're going to figure it out. Someone, you might talk, actually. You might hear some gossip about him, because this is a truth that can cut. And that's what gossip can be, right? You don't know if you can rely on it or not, but there is some truth in it. You might ask around or start to network a little bit but about him, try and find out a little bit, and you may not like what you hear. I'd keep him as a fantasy for now until he proves to you that he has something that is going to charm you, you know, not just his looks. He's got to have, you know, you got to close your eyes sometime. And, you know, like there's, I imagine he's pretty hot in those cowboy boots and cowboy hat and all that. For me, it's a man in uniform. Oh, God, man in uniform just sends me. But I probably will never end up with one. That's my fantasy. Oh. Oh. Yeah, there's some sort of gossip or truth that hurts there. Now, Ocean, you had and can corral that corral that thing. You're funny. I love a sense of humor. Just love a sense of humor. You know, because laughter helps us get through things. It's a coping tool. It's it's not well, it can be addictive, but it's a good addiction, you know. Laughter is one of the things that's free. It's a free coping tool. Yes. I know. I know. Okay, he's a Libra. What are his real feelings about me? Ho does he see in me? Don't. I know that's a typo. I'm just kidding. I was going to say, don't say that about you. Okay. So, you're a Scorpio, Ocean. Is your name Ocean? I'm probably not. You know what your name reminds me of? Game of Thrones, when Dany is with the horse guy and they call each other Moon and Stars. Isn't that so sweet? You're my moon and stars. I can't wait to that show to come on. When is it coming back on with the last season? It's the best show, in my opinion, that they have ever had on TV. Nothing can even touch it. I know. April? Really? Really? Because someone telling me that it's going to be another year. Okay. Ocean. Scorpio and a Libra. That's air. And, you know, I know a couple that's Scorpio and Libra. What are his real feelings? What are his real feelings? What's your name, Ocean? What's your name? Just your first name. Just your first name. Candy. Oh. All right. What are his real feelings for Candy, that Libra man? What are his real feelings? I'm going to throw these other cards back in because I guess you can't get any of them if they're already laid down. I'll put them back in and do another shuffle, but I'll give this one to you. That's it right there. The Princess. Geez, we've gotten almost every princess here. The Princess of Wands. So this one is wanting to take a step on the path. This is wanting to take step. It's motivated to move forward. See that wand she has? And she's already taking a step. Her foot is forward, ready to move. She's ready to move. She's on the move. She's ready to take it somewhere. This is fire energy. This is motivated, and also it's a message. You know, someone might be communicating. One of you might be communicating this message. I'm ready to let's do something with this. Let's take a step. Are you ready to take a step? You know, and sometimes, you know what, Candy, is, you know, to find if they're in it for real, you ask them. You're the one that asked them. Are you ready to take this to the next level? You know, whatever that next level is for you two. Like maybe right now you're in the friend zone and you want to know if he wants to, you know, see where it goes, kind of. Maybe you should put it out there. It's men love this new women's world that women can start asking now, you know, and you may get a yes and you may get a no, but you know what? You tried. You know, like you can't win if you don't play. Oh, he's in Australia and you're in the States. Honey, you know, the only thing with this online business, like that is a huge difference. And like a huge, you know, distance, I should say, distance. And it reminds me of the bird and the fish story. You know, a bird and a fish can be in love, but where will they live? Where will they live together? You know? And it's very frustrating because there's all that distance between you. How are you supposed to get something going? What is the next step? You know, what is the next step? And you got to be careful with that, because with these online relationships, the next thing you know, you're showing your body parts and you're going places online before you've even stepped foot in front of each other. You know, it's a lot of intimacy before you've even sat down across from each other. There's something to be said about organic relationships, meeting someone organically in your own neighborhood, in your own crowd of friends, at work, or whatever. Because you know why they used to say this, and I bring up the olden days a lot. People used to meet other people through a friend, through a neighbor, through the family, or whatever, because there was always someone to vouch for that person. So there was always someone around that could say, oh, he's a real good guy. No, he's not like that. He's a good guy. He's got a good job. And, you know, there was someone to vouch for that person. Or they would say, oh, God, stay away from him. He screws everything in sight, you know. He's the town bicycle. Hope I'm not offending anybody. But be careful with online relationships, because you're the town cooker. Because they go very intimate, and there's a lot of pressure to go intimate, to be having sex, you know, and stuff online. And I'm not putting guys down, but guys get a lot more out of that than women, unless the women like to be watched and stuff like that. It's getting kind of weird out there, if you ask me. And it's going a lot of places without, you know, I want to see someone's resume before they see me intimately. I want to see their resume. You know, I want to see if they're right for the job yet, if they got the qualifications. Because, you know, sex is a qualification in itself. You know, we have a lot of storytellers out there. They can spin a fine web, you know, but I don't know. So these other cards that got thrown out, remember I said, oh, you know what I did? I left the wrong cards out. Hold on. I remember what they were. And that's not any of them. One was the Chariot. One was the Chariot. Look at that. What a dumb bum. One was the Chariot. I'm just going to shuffle them all again. I'll just put them all together. Okay. So, guys, we're at an hour and a half now. Thanks, Joe. I've had so many people tell me I should be a comedian, get up on stage, but the magic is gone as soon as I get on a stage. The magic is gone. I can't do it. I'm an around the table. I'm around the table kind of person. I'm a kitchen table joker. Yeah, it really has got weirder out there. I've gone offline because it's just too. It's too weird. Ever since 50 Shades of Grey, it all went cuckoo out there. Thank you very much. For an old broad, eh? For an old broad, I'm not so bad. Anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribing. Exactly. That's exactly why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. You know, who's going to pay for... I remember the cable company called me one time and they said, well, you know, we'll offer you this deal or that deal. And I said, that's still too much. It's ridiculous. For 400 channels, really, there's only 10. All the rest are repeated. I'm not paying $120 or whatever. And I was arguing with this poor sales lady. They must hate when they call me. I bet you they call me for training purposes. If you can handle this lady, then you got the job. But I'll argue with them, you know. And I said, listen, I don't have to give you any money. I can get any TV show I want online right now for nothing. I don't need cable anymore. And this is what you guys don't get, is cable is going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be all internet TV and stuff like that. And so that's the thing. Why would I buy cable when I can get it online for free and I have internet anyway? It's the same thing. It's born 1960. Yeah, you're just a little bit older than me. So you're the year of this is your year. You're the year of the boar, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. Joe, you're a girl? You're a girl? I've been looking at you like you're a guy. 1965. Yeah. And an ox. Yeah, ox is very, very stern. And ox are the hard workers, eh? You know, ox are the ones pulling the plow. You know, they do a lot of work. 66. I can't remember. If you go on my community button on my channel, I posted a whole thing to find your year and your Chinese, your sign, because it goes by the year you're born. So if you go and click my community button, it's right there in there. And there's a bunch of other really good tools in there. I've put a bunch of templates. I love roosters. I get along with roosters really well because of their energy. You know, I think of roosters. I always think, I don't know for sure, but I always thought Mick Jagger must be a rooster because he's like got that, you know, he's always moving around kind of cocky, you know. You're the snake. That's right. Because I'm 64 and I'm a dragon. So I'm a double fire. I'm a Sagittarius dragon. And the feathered raptor. I prefer the feathered raptor. Hey, well, you know what? I got a name for you. You know how people call these the love handles? My girlfriend calls them passion accelerators. Aww. Well, you're getting along with me right now. Also on my community channel, there's a bunch of tools. Well, also it's on the star mapping video, but on the community channels, I think I actually put up some of the tools, and you know, there's star mapping stuff. There's unfinished business. There's some tools on there, and as well as the star mapping video to help you figure out what your next step is, to define what your path is. Because if I asked you right now to make a wish, because if you were sitting in front of me and you're getting a reading, I'd tell you, I'd give you the cards and I'd say, start shuffling them. And don't shuffle them like they do online, like, nope. No. I want you to shuffle them like this. Just like that. And I want you to make a wish. And if I asked you to make a wish, you'd have to sit and think about it, right? You know, we think we know what our wishes are. We think we know what we want. But we know it in general, what we want. Like, I'd like to travel. Well, there's the whole world. You know, you need to be a little more specific, lady. This isn't a world flight. You know what I mean? It's always, you know, you got to define. So if you said to me, well, I really want to travel, I'd say, where? Why? You know, why do you want to go there? What's about that place that you love so much? Or what is it about that woman or that job or that house, or that I want to live in Guatemala? I want to live, whatever it is, because you need to define it. You need to figure out what it is you want and why. And one of the other things, the reason you need to find out why is because you got to make sure it's what you want, you know, because sometimes when I start writing, I go back and I scratch things out and I go, wait a minute. No. That's not what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Another good idea is to do a video journal instead of, a lot of people don't want to do handwriting anymore. The art of handwriting is going to be lost, but which worries me. But anyway, video journals, just like now, like I'm looking at the laptop and talking to yourself and keeping it in a file called recipes or something that people don't want to look at, you know, name it that so nobody looks at it. And anyway, and you could do one every day or once a week or whatever. And then it's funny when you go and look back at them and you listen to yourself, because sometimes it's really, exactly, careful what you wish for. You just might get it. So make sure you define your wish, because I'd made a wish one time and I got it and it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I didn't ask for exactly what I wanted. I asked for generally what I wanted. That's really good, Melody. It's really good to keep it, because it's a way of getting stuff out off you. Otherwise, if you don't get it out and express it somehow, it's like a gerbil on the wheel, eh? It just keeps going around. It's going around and around and around and around. And it never really gets solved, swirling around in there, you know. It needs to come out of you. Some people write songs. Some people, you know, however it is to express themselves, their feelings, their thoughts. We all need to do it. And I want to leave you with one last big thought. Thought for the day is, one of my other real big concerns is losing our language. And with social media and all our little apps and things we got now, we are not writing full words anymore. I'm love to seeing your full words in the written language here. Everything's being abbreviated and shortened, and you know, we're losing our language. And the thing is, When you lose your language, you lose your power, because eventually people don't know what that means. What does that mean? Can you tell me what that means? It's like being illiterate. It's like being illiterate. We're starting to unravel. And then soon there will only be 100, maybe 1,000 people who can read what the scripture says, how to do this and how to do that. And we're going to have to rely on those people to tell us. We can't read it ourselves. We can't dispute it because we don't know. I don't know. Well, if he says it's what it says, it must be what it says. You lose your power when you lose your language. So don't try and write full words as long as you can, and make your children do it too, because it's a big power that we have. Okay. So it's very serious too. And I really highly believe in it, and I really worry about it. So exactly. That's very well put, very well spoken. Technology can be very good. One of the book series that I was really influenced by is the Dune series. It's an old series by Frank Herbert, I think his name is. Anyway, there's like 7 books in the series. Oh, thank you. And in that series, oh, wow. Picassos. Wow. Hey, I used to be a nude model, and someone did a Picasso of me. I don't know. That painting is Montreal in someone's living room right now. One time I went to a house opening, and there was a picture of me on the wall. Or a house viewing, I go, hey, that's me. Bye, Christine. But anyway, oh, very interesting. What was I saying about the Dune series? Someone at the time, I was in my 20s, and someone told me I wasn't smart enough to read it. Well, give a Sagittarius a challenge. Huh? I'm not smart enough? Oh, yes, I am. And so I read every damn book in that series, 7 of them. And you have to learn a whole new language. There's a glossary in the back of all the language, the words that you're always looking back and seeing what that means, what this means. And it's a lot of referencing, and it's a lot to get through. But the basic story of the whole series is that technology, people came to a point where they completely relied on technology for everything and became dumb. Their minds turned to mush because they didn't need to use them anymore. They didn't get stimulated. There was nothing keeping the old gears moving. And so their minds turned to mush. And all of a sudden, like the Terminator movies, there was a breakdown in the technology, or something broke down, and everyone was too stupid to run everything. They know how to do anything. They needed a machine or something to tell them everything. So they realized how much they weren't using their minds. And in this book series, Dune, all technology was banned. And this is, of course, in the future. And all technology was completely banned. And you could only use your mind now for things. And they learned to use their mind beyond what we ever dreamed. They could move things. They could move ships or planes, transportation and everything. And so they really, really learned to develop their mind to a whole new level, is the base premise of the story. And which brings me back to the language thing, language and technology. Technology can be good, but right now our language is being taken away from us. And it's worth reading a book every now and then. It's really worth it. A lot more of the guts of the story are in the book In a movie, they pick and choose out of the book what they will show you. In the book, you get the whole guts of it, you know. Anyway, oh, my darlings, thanks for sticking in with me and listening to all my yammering. I always tell people I love to talk. It's shutting me up is the trick. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm off to have my chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. Yeah. It does open the mind. You know, sometime I'm starting another channel called Gypsy Tales, and I haven't done anything. Don't go there because there's not a darn thing. But I would really like, because all you need is 100 subscribers to go live. And I would like to do more discussion things about expanding our minds and where we can go, what we can do, you know, how we can expand. Really, I would really love to get into some interactive discussions about a plethora of things. Maybe I will start doing something over there just to start getting some subscribers, but I really want to focus that on not tarot, everything else, not tarot, but everything else we think about and wonder about and want and worry and all that. So anyway, all of you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching. I'm looking at all your words. That's why I keep looking over there. And I wanted to let you know, if you haven't subscribed, it's free to subscribe. You don't get any nuisance emails, and you don't have to sign up for anything. It's just pushing the button, and it helps my advertisers know that you like me. And of course, I do have advertisements. I finally got my first check from YouTube after a year. But anyway, it helps let them know. And if you have to watch these advertisements, why shouldn't they pay, right? So anyway, good night, everybody. I love you too. I love you too. And thanks for tuning in, Sharon. It's really nice to see you again. And if anyone would like a personal reading, you know that you can email me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Tinker Tarot. I also do WhatsApp and stuff. And Skype. On Skype, I'm Tinker Tarot as well. And Skype, you should see the circle with the horse and the feather through the horse, 4-colored feather through the horse. That's how you find me on Skype. So, good night. Sleep tight. What did Lawrence Welk used to say? He used to say, good night and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that all your dreams come true. And now, till we meet again, good night, adios, auf Wiedersehen. Good night. No.